Lock the hidden secrets of old quarter dollar value. Discover the rare Washington 1994 quarter, worth big money. The story of the Washington quarter is one of the most fascinating journeys in American coinage history. And when we focus on the 1994 Washington quarter, we uncover a piece of numismatic heritage that blends tradition with the modern demands of circulation coins. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 as a commemorative coin to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design by John Flanagan became an enduring symbol on American coinage, and it remained in circulation for decades. The obverse of the coin features the profile of George Washington, facing left with the word Liberty. Above his head, the motto, "In God We Trust," at the left side, and the year of mintage at the bottom. The reverse design from 1932 until 1998 featured a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches below, symbolizing both strength and peace. By 1994, the Washington quarter had already been circulating for more than 60 years, and it was one of the most familiar coins in the pockets of Americans. The 1994 quarter was minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins bear no mint mark, Denver coins carry the D mint mark, and San Francisco coins are struck with an S mint mark for proof issues. The circulation strikes from Philadelphia and Denver were produced in the hundreds of millions, making them common for general use, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors, often in clad and 90% silver versions. The year 1994 itself was not associated with major design changes, but it sits within an important transitional period in American coinage, leading toward the 1999 State Quarters program, which dramatically reshaped public interest in coin collecting. However, the 1994 quarters hold significance because they are part of the final years of the classic Eagle reverse, before the switch to the 50-state series in 1999. When analyzing the value of a 1994 Washington quarter condition is the most critical factor, coins that have been heavily circulated are generally only worth their face value of 25 cents. But coins in uncirculated condition, especially those graded at higher mint, state levels, can command higher prices. Collectors pay close attention to details such as luster, sharpness of strike, and absence of contact marks for gem-quality specimens. In addition to condition errors and varieties, make the 1994 Washington quarter especially interesting to collectors. Error coins include off-center strikes, double dies, and clipped planchets, some of which can sell for significantly more than face value. For example, a 1994 quarter with a major off-center strike can be valued at tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on the severity of the mistrike proof coins from the San Francisco Mint. Particularly the 90% silver issues are also highly collectible and often valued far above circulation strikes depending on grade and demand. The historical context of the 1994 Washington quarter also tells us about the broader economy and the United States mint production policies in the early 1990s. The mint was balancing the needs of massive circulation demand with the growing interest in collectible issues. The production of proof sets and silver proof sets increased during this period, catering to a collector base that wanted high-quality coins in addition to everyday coinage. The 1994 silver proof quarter struck in 90% silver is especially desirable to those who collect precious metal coins, as it not only represents the Washington design, but also retains intrinsic silver value. To build a full understanding of the 1994 Washington quarter, we can also consider its place in the lineage of the Washington series beginning in 1932 and lasting until 1998. This design became a cultural fixture. The decision to honor George Washington with a quarter dollar was significant, because the quarter was one of the most heavily used denominations in commerce, symbolizing everyday trust and utility. As such, the Washington quarter became one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history before the arrival of the state quarters. Collectors often evaluate the 1994 quarter by comparing mintages across The three facilities the Philadelphia Mint produced more than 825 million quarters, while the Denver Mint struck more than 880 million quarters, making them both common in circulation. By contrast, the San Francisco Mint struck just over 2 million silver-proof quarters, and more than 2 million clad proofs, making them far scarcer and more desirable in pristine condition. Over the years, many of the circulation strikes have been lost to wear and damage, but high-grade certified coins remain attractive to serious collectors. Another fascinating aspect of the 1994 quarter is its role as a teaching coin for new collectors. Many people who begin coin collecting start with Washington quarters because they are easy to find in circulation and inexpensive to collect at first glance. But deeper research into mint marks, errors, proofs, and silver issues reveals a wide world of numismatic value that can turn a simple pocket coin into a treasured collectible. The 1994 quarter is therefore not only a collectible coin in its own right, but also an educational gateway into the hobby of numismatics. By understanding the minting process of the 1994 Washington quarter, we can also appreciate the craftsmanship behind the coin. The blank planchets were punched from strips of clad metal, composed of copper and nickel, then fed into coin presses where dies struck the Washington design, with thousands of pounds of pressure quality control systems checked for flaws, but inevitably some errors slipped through, which is why today error coins from 1994 are sought after and studied. If we expand our view to the cultural impact of the Washington quarter, we see how coins like the 1994 quarter link generations together. Grandparents may have saved rolls of these coins for their grandchildren, knowing that even though they are common today, some could rise in value in the future. Collectors often emphasize that every coin tells a story, and the 1994 quarter tells the story of an America preparing to transition from a long-standing design into a bold new state quarter program that would reignite public interest in coins in just a few years. Over the span of 2 hours of detailed study, one can discuss not only the historical and numismatic importance of the 1994 quarter, but also its role in shaping modern coin collecting from its design origins in 1932 through its mintages in 1994 to its place in modern collections. It remains an essential coin for anyone who studies or collects Washington quarters.